Hello, good people of YouTube and goodbye comment section. So, as I said in yesterday's video, the best way to understand how to defeat a ship is to play it. Now, I actually had been planning on getting the ship with the coal that I was saving up, just to see the craziness of it, and, I mean, it's kind of a bittersweet moment because I know that I probably will not be playing the ship a whole lot. But for the purposes of this being World War Warships channel on YouTube, and to also let you guys know from my experience with it how is the best way to deal with this ship, I went ahead and got it. I was actually planning on getting the Yoshino, but then this thing came out and I started to have doubts whether I should get the Yoshino, which we know is kind of just a slightly better Azuma, and I already have Azuma, or Thunder. I really was going to get Thunderer, but I made the decision to go ahead and go with the Smolensk. So anyway, I should have announced this right at the start of the video, but I do have two codes from Anchors Away. Since I did buy 2 tickets, I didn't know this at the time that I made yesterday's video, or this would have been yesterday's video, but I have 2 codes for a random tier 6 premium ship. They are going to be somewhere in this video. So I got 1 code for, they're both tier 6 premium ships. It's going to be a random ship. So go ahead, make sure you find those codes in this video. They are only good for North America. So I apologize to the rest of my other viewers from around the world, but these are the codes that I have. So somewhere in this video, those 2 codes are going to be separate. So whenever you see them, go rush to the Warships website. Redeem the code. Let me know what you guys get in the comments down below. So congratulations to the 2 of you that will be getting a tier 6 premium. So Smolensk, completely based, no modules added on, no captain skills applied just yet. I'm probably going to take my Kutuzov captain and put him on here. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at its base stats. So survivability, she has 32,400 hit points, which is on the low side for tier 10. I just got a super container from my Salem game that I was playing before this. We'll deal with that later. Artillery, of course, she has the insane 4x4, 16 guns in total, 130mm guns, real time 4.5 seconds, 180 times 6 seconds, maximum dispersion 119 meters, 8% chance of starting a fire, which is stupid. That's per shell. 20mm base pin, AP damage, max AP shell damage 2600, with a velocity for HE and AP of 950 meters a second. And currently her main battery firing range is only 13.8 kilometers, but you can get that to 16. I believe you can even get out to 19 as well. Of course, she has torpedoes 2x5. Wow, I didn't know they were 5. I thought they were 4. So they have one reload time 131 seconds, 180 times 7.2 seconds. Range of 8 kilometers, maximum damage 14,400, and a detectability range of 1.2 kilometers. And they travel at 60 knots. A, of course, then can't be touched by carriers. Maximum speed 35 knots, so not terribly fast, not terribly slow either. Turning circle radius of 750 meters. Rotor shift time of 8.2 seconds. Concealment, again, this is all base, 12.4 kilometers, so for her main battery firing range of, 13.8 right now, that's actually quite bad. Okay, but again, you can push these out. So let's go ahead and module her out. Oh boy. Well, let's look at her consumables first. So damage con 2, of course. Go with Hydro 2 because this thing's good enough with its AA. Smoke 2, of course, and Repair Party 2. So upgrades. Oh, let's look at her armor. So 16mm bow, 30mm upper belt, 70mm citadel, and of course this is really thin armor, but that also plays to its strengths because if you have mildly large guns, you are going to simply just overpin this thing regardless. Well, not regardless, but if it's broadside like this, you're going to overpin it. Now, if it's bow on or stern on or angled, then you're probably going to bite more. But you know, the aggravating thing is the armor's so thin, ironically, it kind of citadel-proofs it to BBAP when she's broadside. Alright, so how are we going to upgrade this thing? So let's go with main armaments mod 1, because the turrets don't have the best armor ever. Yeah, 100 millimeters. What do I want to do for this? Let's go with propulsion. And again, I may change this if I choose to play this ship some more, but for now we are going to just go with the flow. So aiming systems for sure, because the other choice was AA guns, which it doesn't need, or faster turrets, which would just decrease the reload time, which you don't want. Let's go with propulsion 2 or rudders. Let's go with the rudder, because I've heard that this thing does not have the best maneuverability ever. So increases maximum acquisition range. Or I can go with concealment. Let's go with concealment. And now we can go with torpedo 2's mod 3. No. Gun firing control system mod 2. So that will push the range out. And I believe you can get these out with AFT. The 130 millimeter and AFT. Does that? Yeah. So AFT will increase it by 30%. Or I could go with main battery mod 3, which will increase the DACA. And then, because I do believe I do have a captain. We'll see. Let me go see what captain I can put on here first. I'm not going to retrain my Stalingrad captain. But, oh, I've got this guy. Okay, so I can use him. Oh, it's this guy, too. The special commander. I forgot I had him. Okay, so I can use the special commander. Oh my god, that's terrible. So I got my senior captain who I'd have to retrain. I've got my Kutuzov captain, who's got everything but AFT. And Kutuzov is a 14-point captain. No, I'm not gonna because the thing is I only have battleships and Stalingrad for cruisers. So I'm going to take my Kutuzov captain, and I am going to... Now, I do have Petrov, but he's only... Not Petrov, where's he at? Kuznetsov. I think I said that right. But he's going to be my Kremlin captain. I need to start working on him. I completely forgot I got him. Okay, so priority target, Adrenaline Rush, Superintendent, and IFHE. I'm going to redistribute this. Can I use? Nope, don't have enough XP. So I'm going to redistribute this and change concealment to AFT. Alright, so that has been done now. So let's see. Again, that's the build I'm using. And again, I haven't really done much research into this. And if I do for some reason have a very wrong build on this and I still do good, that's going to say a lot about the ship. So let's go ahead and see what the guns are like now. Alright, 16.6 kilometer range. Let me go fit the module on her. And now the 4-second flat reload time. I got Adrenaline Rush 2. And again, the range is 16.6 now? 16.6. Her detectability is now 11.2. And I do have 4 heals now, 3 smokes, 4 hydros. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put flags on her, and then I'll go ahead and see you guys in battle. Of course, it's 2 brothers, and I'm in Smolensk. And you guys know what I like to do on 2 brothers. Now, keep in mind, I am a battleship main. I do not have a lot of experience in light cruisers, except for the American light cruiser line. And my cruise experience has mostly been in heavy cruisers or super cruisers, so I am not that great of a cruiser player. So, you know, and I am one of the ones that have said that this ship is too OP, and if I do well in it, which, well, for me would probably be in excess of 100,000 damage in these first 1 to 4 games, then that's going to say a lot about the ship. So my strategy for these games, I'm going to do what these stereotypical Smolensk players do: hang back, burn everything down, and just roll with that. Which, I mean, this will be interesting. This will be pretty interesting. I'm sorry, Alsace and Republic. I know what I'm about to do to you feels like. So, oh, there we go. Then you can just do this. Oh, here comes the Republic's shells. $2,900 damage. Now sitting broadside. Oh, I did a boo-boo. So it is more unwieldy than I gotta concede that it is more unwieldy than I thought it was. I thought this was a pretty nimble and fast ship. As you guys are seeing, it's quite the tank. Well, I guess freighter would be a better term for it. Oh, we got ships coming up the middle. I saw Kuru's going down the middle to see what's going on. Now the thing is, even if it's the Kremlin, I can still just go and just show my broadside to him, and I will be fine. Haku just got a good run off on the other enemy team's Smolensks. So I got Hydra up now. Okay, Vladivostok removed the Shimakaze from the game. Being targeted by 3 ships now. Now I've pretty much been given a free smokescreen from the Shimakaze. And now Kremlin is detected, so I can just torpedo him. And he has absolutely no room to maneuver right now. I mean, I gotta admire this guy for having the audacity to go up the middle, but maybe should have waited for a little bit more support. Oh, I like how his secondaries took out one of my torpedo tubes. So we're actually kind of losing this. Although it's surprising because the enemy team is just so spread out. Well, although they're not really spread out up in here. Last smoke. Okay, big hit from the Republic just now. That fire's gonna stick because he put out the other one I started like 4 seconds ago. Not 4 seconds ago, like 30 seconds ago. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I just lost the turret. Lost turret 1 for some reason, even though that hit the rear of the ship. Oh my god, I survived that? Oh, almost didn't survive that. Benson, you absolute legend. Ah. So the Benson almost got me into smoke, but I was too close to the Republic to go undetected. So 100 and I'm still getting damage from the burning Republic. So I do believe he put out the 2 fires that I set on him earlier. So there's a very good chance that I'm going to get this Republic. And let's see. Oh, Hakuru got him. So 130,000 damage in this ship. Never played it before. First game, 389 hits, 7 fires. And keep this in mind too. For the first half or so of the game, the enemy team was mostly staying out of my range. And I didn't really get into it until there at the end. So, yeah, and again, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. But just first game, 130,000 damage to someone who is not a cruiser main. Well, someone who plays mostly heavy cruisers. The only light cruiser the only light cruiser that I have is the Booster and the Atlanta. Yep. Where did his health go? Was there some friendly fire going on over there, or did he random? Oh, he must have hit a random torpedo. That's what happened. Got him. Ooh, this thing really does turn like a freaking brick. Oh, okay. A destroyer for a destroyer. The irony. Anybody got radar? Well, that was satisfying. Y'all see me trying to fumble? I forgot which direction my ship was pointing. Oh, God. Yeah, guys, that's such a good call there on stopping, though, Kremlin. Good call. Let's go see what this is over here that's bugging our Kremlin. There's the torpedoes. Ooh, Yammy got me. But I set 2 fires on him. Alright, so he caught me in the turn. I wasn't perfectly broadside. Broadside yet. So, that's how he got me. Oh. It's a Yammy right there. Okay. There we go. Dang, I nuked that thing. And I'm still detected. Ew. This is gonna hurt. Or not. What is spotting me? It's a Shimakaze. I know what it is, but where is it's a better question. Whoo! Oh, come on. Oh, boy. See this? This is a little cheeky. Well, Conker's got a zombie hill left or not. Oh, hi there. I'm alive somehow. I'm alive somehow again. What the? That should have killed me. That... Oh my god. That really should have nuked me off the face of the planet. I thought for sure I was going to be dead with that next salvo. I got Dreadnought. Dreadnought. In a Smolensk. Good lord. Alright, so, first impressions for the Smolensk. And I'm going to try to be as unbiased as I can. So this has shown me that the Smolensk is not as nimble, it's not as maneuverable as I thought it was. It's not... As far as my main issue with it is that it's really hard to punish. Because you can... most battleships will overpin you. And you guys saw in the first game with the Republic, that's certainly true. And there at the end with the Montana, who got a full broadside off on me, I still survived that. I shouldn't have survived that. Now that Yami, who caught me turning, did absolutely remove me from the game with most of my health still intact. But broadside, I'm sorry, I'm just the type of person that, when you get caught broadside, that's on you. That is when you should be taking most of your damage. Now, I get that you are going to be overpinned because of how thin the armor on the ship is, but still, I really think that you should be taking more damage when you get caught broadside, and you shouldn't be surviving full broadsides from battleships. Now, as far as the guns go, this has shown me that they are certainly more dependent upon RNG than I thought they were, especially with the chance of fires. And I do have the fire flags equipped. Now, I do have IFHE, so IFHE with the fire flags gives you still an 8% chance of starting a fire on an enemy ship. And you guys saw that I did. There were some instances where I started like 2-3 fires just like that, like that, like that. But there were also a lot of instances where I didn't set a whole lot of fires. Now, keep in mind, this is the first about 4 games that I've had in this ship, and I still managed to, for 2 games where I had a decent team, do well in excess of 150,000 damage. And this has also shown me that it is much more dependent upon a team who will spot for you than I thought it was in the first place, because if you have a crappy team like I did for those couple of games, and I'm not really sure how much of those games I'm going to show you guys, but I did have some games where I had some crappy teams, and I only did like 60 or 70,000 damage simply because I didn't have anything to shoot at, because no one would spot. So it is not as bad as I thought it was, but I still think this thing needs to be reworked. I do think they need to rework it to where you will, you can be citadeled by battleships when you're 7, 6, 8 kilometers away from you, and you should cease to exist. I mean, that Montana at the end, I was even at full health. He should have killed me. And I was zoomed in, so I didn't exactly see where the shells hit, but I did get hit. And even if like 2 of his shells nicked me, I really should have been dead in that situation, in my opinion. As far as the guns go, I think maybe if they increase the reload to maybe 5.5 seconds base, that'll make it better. And I mean, guys, you have 16 guns with an 8% chance of fire per shell on this ship. I think 5.5 seconds or 5 seconds would be better and would certainly help rather than the 4 seconds flat that you can get to now, because I do have the module and my reload is 4 seconds flat. It's 4.5 seconds without the module, but I still do think that's a bit much. Now, is the ship worth grinding the coal out for? Obviously, yes, for a ship that's this overpowered right now, it is worth it. Now, will they change it? I don't know, because this is technically a reward ship, not a premium ship. So, they probably won't change it. If they do anything, they'll probably remove it off of the market. And should you get this ship, I mean, obviously it's stronger. It's really strong right now. And in my opinion, it is a bit overpowered. It's not as overpowered as I thought it was, but I still do think it needs to be reworked with the reload time and the armor. But is it worth it? Obviously, it's worth it. It's incredibly strong. Am I going to be playing it a lot? No, because I don't like it. I'm going to play it for my usual review period. And I probably won't play it much after that, because as well as I can do in it, I just don't like this type of playstyle. I don't like a ship that's pretty much built to purely HE spam. I don't like that. I'll probably be saving up for Thunderer now again. But I wanted to give the ship a fair shake. I wanted to play it. I wanted to see its weaknesses. This has opened my eyes up a lot about the ship, but I still think it's overpowered. I still think they need to nerf it a bit, and that's my opinion. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe. We're on our way to 5,000 subscribers. We're getting there really quickly because of you guys. I cannot thank you guys enough for this. I know I'm going to catch a lot of flack for doing a nerf it video, then a review on this ship back to back, but hey, still think it needs to be nerfed. That's my opinion. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. I'll catch you guys in the next one.